This Polydillo is 3.6 meters by 4 meters long, or 12 foot by 16 foot. We had a storm called Storm Babbitt in November. This is the day prior to it, and we had winds of over 70 miles an hour. All of the tunnels we tested were up. It blew one of them across the garden, took the flower pot out, but the cover was fine, and it took trees down. None of the structures had any damage whatsoever. If there was going to be a really strong storm, like 200 miles an hour, you could always fold them down and they would be safe. The hoops on this polytunnel are about 5 foot or 1.6 meters spacing between them, and you can see this is the end of this, the life of this polytunnel. You can see that some of the hoops have warped a wee bit, so you're looking at a gap between supports of about 1.6 meters. A Polydillo has the framework running the opposite way. Instead of running across the hoops, it runs along, and the spacing between this is about 500 millimeters. So as long as your horizontal struts are strong, so you can make them any thickness you want, you should be fine. You could always open it and leave it open on very high snow load conditions. It's not the bending that will damage the plastic, it's the UV stabilization. If there's no UV stable film on it, the sun will just destroy your plastic in 2 seasons at the best. You often find that these cheaper covers, they crack and then a bit of wind gets under them and they're destroyed in a couple of years. If you use good quality horticultural polythene, you won't get that. I've used XL. This is not sponsored in any way. I've used XL since I started building domes, and they have a guaranteed life of 5 years and a life expectancy of 8 plus. I've had one of their polythenes on a tunnel for 12 years, and it wasn't had any problems at all. In Cumbria, we don't get a huge amount of sunshine like maybe you would in Arizona or somewhere like that. So that's something to bear in mind. But realistically, you should get 5 to 10 years out of your plastic, and the folding back will make little or no difference. This one's 12 meters long. It has a middle support, but I don't think you could do 12 meters long in a single frame, because you would have a bar that is supported at the end here and supported here, and not supported anywhere along it. So a 12-meter long beam would need to be pretty big, and then you're looking at weight issues. You could do it supported in the middle, so I would say 12 meters is a maximum. As for height, I think we would be looking at something similar. If I can rescale this, I would say about there. So let's take some measurements. High enough. Again, how would you push them open? You would have to have a push bar in the middle, because you wouldn't be able to reach. So realistically, I would say that the maximum size you want to be doing this is, without sort of mechanization, would be about as tall as you can reach in the air, and about the length of the longest bit of wood you can find. I mean, not, in the UK it's 4.8 meters. I think it's 16 feet. So if we made a maximum of say 7 feet by 7 feet tall by 16 feet. Now the distance across here is twice the height. So if the height is let's do this we'll do it in metric and imperial. This would be about 2.5 meters. Let's say 2.4 meters high, which is 8 feet. So that means 16 feet along here, and I would say 16 feet along there. That's because that's a standard timber size. So if you've got any more questions, hit me up in the comments below, and we'll catch you in the next one. Ooh, and the link to the Kickstarter so you can build your own is in the description. Thanks for watching.